I am Sir Rain. I'm a father of autism for over a decade now, and this is the way I see it. In our world, truth about autism remains largely unseen. And maybe it's because we're not taught to see them, maybe out of fear, or even due to intentional misdirection. But what concerns me most is how we perceive our experiences as parents of autistic children. Western society frames autism as a disorder, a misalignment of the brain's wiring, a challenge to be endured. And while the struggle is real, what if we've been looking at this all wrong? What if instead of a disorder, we're witnessing something far more profound? Autistic children navigate the world through vastly different perspectives, yet they share the same space as us. This contrast should make us question our own perception. Whose reality is correct? What are we missing? The vastness of humanity's natural and divine states are undeniable. In indigenous cultures, those who behave outside of societal norms are not cast aside or medicated. They are honored, respected, sometimes even feared, because they are seen as possessing something rare, something sacred. From what I have come to know, in the Dagara tradition of West Africa, a guy named Malidoma Somé speaks of individuals whom Western society might label as autistic as undergoing a spiritual initiation. They exist with one foot in this world and the other in the unseen. They're not defective, but transformative. Spiritual bridges, messengers and bearers of wisdom beyond our comprehension. Also noting that if cared for wrongly, unwanted outcomes will show up in the ways we see housed in mental institutions. If this is true, then what does that make you? The fathers, mothers, guardians. This charge is given to those who are designed strong enough to bear it. It is not a role of convenience. It is a calling. You, the parent, the caregiver, the one entrusted to guide and protect, the one who often walks beside them in solitude and in silence, you are their champion. Your role is not merely caretaker. Perhaps you are the guardian of a higher being, a protector of emerging understanding, and a nurturer of truths that most cannot yet see. This is a sacred responsibility, and one that demands strength to go beyond surface-level assumptions and courage to move forward through a world of confusion, exhaustion, and rejection. The word parent is too small for you. It doesn't fit right. Who in our times, in this era, can relate to something this novel? Who could recognize it if placed in such a situation? We don't truly fully understand the unseen forces and realms. We don't know what we're battling against or even what we're battling towards. Do we even accept this journey? Do we want to? The truth is, we're here now. So let's move forward and level up. And let me share with you what I've discovered. Walking this path requires a particular kind of soul, a spirit that will not break under the weight of extraordinary responsibility, a mind that endures unanswered questions, fortitude to venture into the unknown, to investigate the mysteries of the complex being you've been tasked with guiding. I speak from experience. From since my son was 2, he arranged colors in the natural order before most children could even understand that there is an order to these things. He would never let me cross my feet while lying down, as if it was some unforeseen law that forbade it. Science backs this. He moved through a room with cat-like agility, full of relentless energy. Yet, in certain moments, he would also short-circuit and scream at odd moments. Odd to me. He could spell words he couldn't pronounce, and sometimes he would press his forehead to mine, holding it there as if he were trying to send something. And I'll admit, I'd feel the weight of it, but my mind, it wasn't empty enough to receive. There is a mystic principle involved here, and if you know, you know. There's no Rosetta Stone for this, no bridge we can simply walk across. But we are tasked with finding it. We must forge environments, disciplines, gestures, and practices that will help them to thrive. This is no small thing. Few people are built this magnificently. And if you're not here to dive deep, that is fine. Stand guard. Protect these extraordinary beings. These are the only choices. You are no longer alone. The ancient world is filled with stories of beings with unusual behaviors. So, like Lord Krishna, who held the universe in his mouth, the Buddha, who walked away from everything, Lord Shiva, who danced in ways that defied logic, the Christ of the Bible, who wandered off to go and do his own thing, much to his parents' chagrin. Whether historically accurate or metaphorically inspiring, if we look deeper, we may find keys to their nature that can help us unlock theirs. For us parents, it is dark times. However, we must be like the sun upon the earth, burning bright, casting warmth, nourishing and sustaining life, and protecting from dangerous things that dwell in shadowy places. But while the world enjoys the sun's warmth and life-giving power, remember this: even the sun is not without its support. Something provides it with fuel to burn. Something keeps it suspended at a perfect distance and keeps it moving at a perfect speed. That doesn't cook us all. The sun's light is not constant without rest. Your calling is not one to bear alone. This charge is given to a community. It takes a village to raise a child. How y'all forget that? It's time to find that village or build it again. Time to level up. We have access to more information than ever before, and do we really need more? No. What is needed is collective action, mutual support, and consolidated wisdom. We need to connect the dots. We need allies. No more slackness, no more idleness. To those who don't understand autism, whether vestibular disorder, Asperger's, ADHD, or odd DHD, synesthesia, apraxia, or the many unnamed expressions of this condition, to those who only see the struggle and look away, understand this: we're not helpless. We're keepers of something ancient or something misunderstood. And courage, it is not an option, it is who we are. What does it mean to be a natural, living, conscious being? Well, if we are brave enough to embrace the journey of these children, we will uncover something profound, something that might redefine love, health, life, strength, and purpose forever. We all want our children to thrive, to fit, to contribute good change to the world. We do not seek pity. We deserve recognition. Put some respect on this. Stand tall. Exalt yourself. We need society to adjust its narrow-minded selfishness and step up. Because the task of raising an extraordinary child does not benefit one, it benefits all, if done right. Well, I'll leave you with this thought. We've conquered much. We've mapped the world, explored the seas, measured the visible world to our best abilities. Yet, there is more unseen than seen. We grasp at shadows, naming what we barely understand. And perhaps this challenge, this charge, is a gateway to a greater perception beyond our current plateau. And yes, we're at a plateau. Perhaps this is a new frontier. The world is on the verge of an understanding that will change everything. And when it arrives, we must be ready.